Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And today I have Andre from Aether Hub here with me. Say hello, Andre.
Hi guys.
Hey,
Thank you so much for having me, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. So we decided that we were going to do a battle. We're going to fight it out here today. And the fun thing that we wanted to do to make this battle a little bit different is we're playing budget decks, but there have to be 3 colors budget decks. I noticed that you don't typically see 3 colors in a budget deck where it's, all uncommons or commons. In fact, even the cards themselves are kind of based around maybe 2 color, typically 1 color if you're going to be playing a budget style of deck. And so it actually made brewing these decks pretty interesting and pretty difficult. But I think that what I've got here is pretty fun. I'm not trying to spoil it for Andre here, so I can't say anything too much about the deck. But we got some good stuff here, and I'm excited to see what he built as well. But yeah, that's something fun that I like to do, is just kind of like test out amongst your friends. Hey, let's build some weird decks with these interesting rules that you kind of have to base around, and I think it just adds for a lot more interesting gameplay and a lot more fun in Magic. And the cool thing too is if ever you guys are trying to share your deck list or anything like that, the best way to do it is you can just go here, export, and plug it into aetherhub.com, which Andre is, of course, like the face of there. And so that is the best way to kind of just make sure you're doing everything. So there's a quick plug for Aether Hub. I'm an Aether Hub fanboy. And so honestly, I am so excited to be playing here with Andre. So let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how this goes, and wish us luck. All right. So Andre, so you are what's your actual position with Aether Hub? What's your title, I guess?
I think I'll give myself the title CEO. Just because that sounds like...
That's a fun title to give yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically me and a friend that runs Aether Hub.
Okay.
And we have just officially made it a company. So it's stationed here in Norway.
Dude, and it's been blowing up from what I've seen. Like, I remember I jumped in probably, I think it was around a year ago, maybe a little bit less. And just the changes that you guys have made in the last while have been insane. Like, you've probably got to be working like around the clock with this thing.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so I see you're playing black, so I'm playing my first card.
All right, well...
And I think you can kind of guess what I am playing.
Maybe, yeah, we'll see. I think that also gives a little bit of a hint for my deck as well. Oh, don't counter it. No. Oh, okay.
No, I couldn't. Okay, so the hard thing with building my deck, I really struggle with the mana base, and I was lucky now. Drew a card.
three colors with a mana base is really difficult to be consistent with, and so I'm a little bit terrified though of what you got going on here so far.
Let's see. Yeah, I think that's the hardest part about building a budget deck, is not having access to those rare lands. So have you been trying out your deck? Oh shit, another one?
Yeah, I just really top deck that, and I'm okay with it. So
that I can pay for.
Oh, all right. That's fair. That's fair.
I got my dream start though. This was very good.
Yeah, mine was a little bit slow. I figured I would keep it because I had some like potential, but we'll see if this keeps going.
Actually pretty slow too, but I'm very lucky now, because usually when I try this in the play queue, I always get all my double colored lands. So what I'm playing is Bant. It is really just blue and green with a slight splash of white. Okay. So I really liked... so when I built this deck, I went into the meta list on Aether Hub and looked at what the top decks were. And I really like to play the new blue-green, like the Simic deck with Flash. And I wondered if I could make a budget version of that. Basically, this... like, there's only 4 rare creatures in the deck. Which is the wolf. I don't remember what his name is.
The Nightpack Ambusher, yeah.
Yeah, Nightpack Ambusher, yeah. So that's the only creature.
So what you're
Like,
saying
I've
is you might
replaced
have
that
a
creature,
Frilled
yeah.
Mystic here. Because I was looking at that. I noticed that Frilled Mystic is uncommon.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay. So I actually noticed that as well. I was looking at possibly building the deck that you have there.
But the hard thing about it is that you gave me the requirement of splashing a third color, and that really hurts the deck because I have to play all these tap lands. And I was really lucky now because usually I just draw all my tap lands and I can't do anything the first turns. But now it's a lot better. Okay, so I can still hit. You got lifelink.
Yeah.
So you are playing Flyers.
I'm trying to find some mana here I can use as well. So let's do that. That's at least useful.
Yeah. We will.
Oh, all right.
As I said, I feel very lucky now. Like, I have never gotten this good of a draw. So I think the next games will not go this well.
Well, that's game right there. I'll let you swing in. That's one of the fun things about playing with people is it's like, you know, it's fun to actually be able to hit in for damage. People typically will concede before you get to that actual last swing.
Yeah, yeah.
And I like, you know, like, hey, you get to have that chance. All right, let's do this again. I think that I'm gonna keep a little bit better hand this time, especially knowing what you're playing. That changes things up a little bit. I think these are actually pretty good matchup where it's like if I can be aggressive enough with my deck, it's probably going to be hard for you to get back into the game. But yeah. We'll see.
Okay, now I got the hand I feared, so I will try to keep this.
Good.
I think the Simic deck in budget is really good because it's only the 4 rare creatures, and then you can just play basic lands. You don't really need the dual colors, so it's a really good. My favorite budget deck is, of course, Mono Blue, and that's very strong. But building with the requirements that you set have been very interesting. And,
it's difficult, huh?
hard.
I wasn't really expecting
hard.
how hard it would be. I'm worried about you having counters, so let's go ahead and flash that in now.
Yeah. You should be. No,
I know. From last game, I'm like, uh-oh. It's such a great way to go with budget as well. Like, a lot of people, there's actually a lot of really good control decks you can play on a budget, I feel like.
Yeah,
so,
it is.
Great way to go. Let's see what you got.
Okay, what are you playing now? That guy.
Syncopate? Yes? No? Please no?
Yeah, I guess I'll have to.
I was hoping, but
I can't do any damage yet, so it's just syncopate and then pass my turn.
Yeah, I just passed the turn as well.
And then pass the turn. So what I managed to do, though, with this deck is keep it in its original form. So everything has flash, even the budget things that I've put in. So I had to take out the win condition, the Night Pack Ambusher, and I have a new one instead. Maybe you can guess what it is. It's a really cool flash card that is very strong in drafts.
I'm trying to think.
It has killed me a lot of times in draft, but you never see it in constructed. So it's a card you rarely see. And
is
the card
is it the one that surveils? The one that's like 2 blue, 2 black?
No, it's not that.
Okay.
It is from Ixalan.
Ixalan, okay.
Hint. So, do you have a counter spell?
No, but I
have that.
Let's have that.
Okay. See if I can do a little combo. Should I? No, we'll throw that away. Should I hit and try to Yeah, why not? I'll let you choose. I can't hit when your dual list is open anyways.
Right.
Oh, you let me. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Oh man, how many
And then
counters
there's
do
this
you
guy.
have? That is the question.
There is a lot of counter spells in common and uncommon. Basically, all of them are,
Oh, yeah.
unless you count the rare one from Ixalan. Okay, that is fine. Should I do something now? Nah. I'm afraid of your next card. That's what I'm afraid of. Ah, nothing. Okay. And if I can get another land, maybe you can see my win con. It's not a very good win con though, but it's kind of a fun card. Yeah, I think we'll start to race. I won't hit with the sailor. I think I want him alive. What is this? What? That is dangerous. That's nasty.
Yeah, that's the thing is with birds, almost every piece of the combo for birds is in the format. So, well, all right then.
The good thing for me is that I have
lots of counters.
Protection. Yeah. Keep that. But now I do not have a lot of mana. So the good thing with that is that you can maybe you can do whatever you want next turn.
That's maybe the dream.
Yeah, I think the auto tapper kind of gave it away now that I don't have anything.
that is one annoying thing about the auto tapper. Yeah,
it is. You can. It's hard to fake. Like I should have thought about it before, but Arena has kind of a different play style than real life for sure. It's hard to get used to.
Yeah, so this Regal Bloodlord is one of the main reasons I wanted to start playing with this version is because
it's so nasty.
Especially once I get some Anthem effects, it starts going crazy a little bit here, and so that's kind of the dream.
Yeah, I think you will live the dream now.
We shall see.
So I might have done a mistake by countering that spell. Maybe I should just have let you kill the Cutthroat. I'm not sure, but draw 2 cards. Yeah, I'll let you do that, I guess.
You'll let me? Oh man, that's always a terrible thing to hear from a control player. I'll wait for something.
That is annoying. That is very annoying. Then you'll see all my secrets too. Non-creature, non-land.
That's the thing though, is with your deck you have so many flash creatures that I'm not even sure if I'll hit anything. Like maybe
I'll let you see. I'll let you see my hand just for fun.
All right. See what's here. Yep, nothing. Yep. Oh, the snapping cellback. That's the one you were talking about.
Yeah. And here he comes.
That's terrifying. Well, let's go ahead.
Ooh, another one.
Try for that one.
Yeah, I'll just play this one though. And you have enough jumpers now. I think you have me. I'm not because that.
I'm already gaining, swinging here.
Yeah, your bats is very annoying. I can't really do anything about those, so you can just jump with them, and I think I'll slowly die.
I don't know. You're gonna get some other stuff out here. We'll see.
Yeah, let's try.
I'll gain life on this turn too, maybe. How about that? I know your hand, so that helps.
Yeah. I know your hand too.
And I think that's the best I can do. That is one nice thing about Regal Bloodlord is even on if I gain life on your turn, it still works out for me.
Yeah. There he goes. And end turn.
All right, knowing that you have that many counters, though, that's going to be something to deal with.
Too bad that none of these flash things have flying, so I can't block anything of your flying unless I want to kill my sailor.
How greedy do I get? That's the question. Head and draw.
Then your 3 bats, yeah, you can just champ me for days and then slowly kill me.
I do love all of the life gain lands right now. It actually turns on Regal Bloodlord and a lot of other cards. Like I have the aerial list in here as well.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's some decent things you can do with all this. And you can just flash something in, yeah. Start the jumping process.
Yeah. I think I'll just be hitting bats for the next 3 turns or something, and then I'll be dead.
That is the dream. That is the dream. Let's go ahead and draw. What else we find?
So the Bloodlord is the key card in your deck, so that has to be stopped no matter what. If you gain life, so you have the Healer's Hawk to trigger it, and you have the lands, but there's still a lot of cards that I haven't seen yet. Yeah, we can't do anything.
I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to finish you off quick enough.
Yeah, it depends.
I'm having to
now.
play
Let's
very
see.
slow.
You could have been more aggressive, hit with another bat, perhaps.
Yeah.
Let's see. You will go to the bottom, and I got that. But can I hit with my 4-3? No, I don't think so. I think you'll gladly trade 3 bats for the 4-3. So I will hit with these 2, but I'm not sure if I want to hit with the sailor. Nah, I shouldn't do that. Not yet. I'm not that desperate yet. Very soon, though.
Go ahead and draw now. Just to see if there's anything else. All right. I will trade off there, and let's go ahead and chump again. Create another bat.
So, what was your process making this deck?
So the idea was the Imperial Eagle is uncommon, and Favorable Winds is uncommon. There's a lot of pieces to the combo, I was realizing, and so I just was starting to chain together some good things, and I was like, you know, we can actually do quite a bit with this.
So you're kind of just in brew mode all the time with all the decks you make and all the videos you post on YouTube. You have a lot of ideas.
I brew a lot, and I think that part of it too is I've always been able to. I was hoping you would counter that.
Yeah, that was what I was afraid of, but can't play around everything. Oof, this is nasty.
Same time though, you have a big board. I don't think I can do much for the moment. Yes. That's a blocker for there. I will swing in there. Yeah, so the brew process for this one was flyers. There's a lot of pieces to the flyers, and then I wanted to add black because Regal Bloodlord was just perfect. All of the lands that you can play here as well is great.
Yeah, the Kite Sail Freebooter too. It's a really great card. You see that in a lot of constructed decks too. Now we have 2 of the Bloodlords. I think I need to take a little bit of a risk. here. Okay. Ah, no.
I'm hoping
Not
you don't have a
that
counter.
guy.
I was trying to let the first one go there. All right, so how do I die?
Well, how do I die?
Yeah. Let's see. Oh wait, can I just swing all in? You could have a sailor. And if you have a sailor, that's bad.
What?
That's really bad if you have a sailor. I think otherwise, I don't know how you come back from this. So let's
Maybe it's a land.
maybe it's possible. I'd rather play safe, I guess. I did have lethal there, but I don't think I can risk that. Yeah, there's just a lot of pieces in uncommon and common that work well with flyers, and I think that flyers are aggressive enough as is.
Yeah, it really is.
You know what? I'm going to chance and try to hit another flyer here off of this, while I think that you don't have a counter.
Oof.
Oh, that's interesting.
That one. Okay, so I have a problem right now. How should I do this? Can I...
I really do
So
think these decks are pretty close. I think that...
Did you gain life this turn? I don't remember. So you're getting the... That's... I don't well, it doesn't matter. I should do this anyway.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, so I would have died if you swing with everything.
Yeah.
So I took a huge risk.
No, you wouldn't have died actually. What I should have done though is probably drawn beforehand in case I found another favorable wins.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't. I could have.
You could have trick spurred and blocked. Yeah. Made something not
but
flying.
Now I'm dead.
Let's well, yeah, I guess we just block the big things, right?
Yep.
Down to 2-1. I mean, this was a close game.
It really was.
Yeah, this
really
is.
Was. Yeah, so it's just a land. There's even if I have, there's no way I can survive.
Guess I'm not supposed to show you my hand, but that's
Yeah, that's.
There it is. That would have been nice to have before. All right.
GG.
Good
so
game.
1-1.
1-1. Yep. I just realized if it's always coin flipping though, do we actually know if it's
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I don't remember who went first.
You went first on the last one, and I think I went first on the one before.
Okay, but now I'm first again.
Yeah, which works with the system. So this
actually works.
This is the issue with playing tons of tap lands, though. Is like I feel like I have a great hand, but I do have some tap lands in here too.
That was my problem last round. So that's the problem with the main problem I feel with
going 3 color. Yeah.
Yeah. And only commons and uncommons. Because when I try this deck against other people, like in a play queue, I lost. I think I played 5 games, but I lost all of them.
Oh yeah.
And I felt like it was because of the lands, because my lands was tapped all the time coming out, so I have to skip my turn 2 and turn 3.
Right.
So it's really hard to playing on a budget and not having those lands. Do I want to? No, not really.
Oh man.
I'll get slapped by the eagle. Oh, it's my turn. Now I feel like I have a okay chance, since I was lucky and I haven't been flooded by my slow tap lands.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, let's see. Do you have the Frilled Mystic? Do you use it here, though? That's the question.
0-2, so it kills the sailor. Yeah, that is the question, because turn 3, what did you have? I don't...
I didn't play a land. That was the issue. So
Yeah. I think I'll just do this, actually.
yeah. I think that was the right move.
If you didn't miss a land, I don't think I would have done that, because then I would be more afraid of your your spells. Oh, did you miss another land?
No.
This is...
Yes. Dang it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This is kind of a non-game, I think.
I'm still in it. I'm still in it. Maybe.
Oh, are you sure? Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Field Mystic?
Okay.
All right.
Almost. Yeah, don't do that. There he comes. But it's tapped, so you can play your 3-drop if you had one, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big issue. It is a bit boring to lose my cutthroat. Nah, I shouldn't. I shouldn't do it. So, since you play a lot of brews, do you like to play... well, I guess you play a lot of constructed, but what do you prefer, limited or constructed?
Yeah, I prefer I prefer constructed. I do enjoy limited, but here's my thoughts: is I don't think it's as good for video, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah,
limited.
of course.
It's hard to make a constructed video actually work for me at least.
Yeah.
Man.
And like I see, like most people that watches limited players, like they want to watch the experts to learn. So you kind of have to be on top of the ladder if you want to do limited videos, I think.
I do pretty okay at limited. Like I feel like I'm actually probably better at limited than I am. I would say like if I was playing competitively, I would go more towards limited than constructed, just because I do feel like I understand the gameplay better.
Yeah.
I think, man, I'm in a rough spot.
Yeah, you are. You want to kill the Frill Mystic, or I guess it all depends on what you have in your hand.
Yeah.
And you also have to think that your first spell is always going to get countered.
I know, yeah, that's the rough thing. And honestly, I think that I was planning on going the same route you were at first, and I was like, oh, I didn't want to go too far down that rabbit hole, you know.
But you haven't seen the card I'm splashing white for yet, because I only play three of it, or 4. It's also a flash spell.
If there's a counter here, I think it's game. Like I can stay alive for one more turn, but I have a bunch of so I have 2 Bloodthirsty Airless and a Regal Bloodlord in hand. Yeah, and so I would like to get to those, but yeah, this one's I think over.
Yeah, this one.
I have to block so aggressively that I don't think I can come back from this point. So yeah, let's go ahead and go to the next one. Like it's one of those where like I would play it out and it ended up probably being like 3 more turns, and so I didn't want to put people through that. But yeah, let's see if I can get a good hand this time. I don't feel like I've had like my dream draw yet. Yeah,
let's do a game where we both get playable hands.
Yeah, there we go. So how old is Aetherhub?
Aetherhub is a little bit over 2 years old.
Okay.
So at the start, we only had the tourney system, and then we expanded to decklist. Like the plan was always to do all the things, like everything. Like, we have a lot of functions. We have a collection system, we have a deck system, we have a tourney system. We are working on trading and stuff like that too.
Yeah, you were just showing me the tourney system, and you said that you're doing a tournament here. When this goes live, it'll be tomorrow, so that's really cool.
Yeah, there's a 10,000 gem tourney. Oh shit, not her. Now he knows all my secrets.
Oh man, I can play around Syncopate, but can I really? That's the question.
It's so annoying.
I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Yeah, it's.
You know what? I realized that I played the wrong land. I should play the Tranquil Cove, obviously, first.
Right. Yeah. I saw that in hand. I'm like, ooh, that's good. That's good.
Okay, let's do this then.
Oh, you found the land.
That was a really bad play of me. Really bad. Yes, I was talking about EtherHub. Yeah, it has come a long way since the start. The fun thing is, like, the hard thing about the site is that we do everything, so there is a lot of stuff to do. The fun thing about it is that we do a lot of stuff, so there's a lot of cool things to build.
Yeah.
There's always things to improve. So right now I'm working on the deck builder. We have a MTG Arena deck builder, and I want to expand that into a deck builder that works with all the sets and not only MTGA.
Right.
Oh, I think I'm in a really bad position. Ugh. So, I'll counter that. You probably do this because you have other important cards you want to play instead. Maybe I should just let you draw that.
Well, you can actually counter this, so I'm fine with that. Go for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that you're fine with it, and I don't like that. I think it's important to get that dude out, because... So you're black, but I haven't seen any removal spells?
I'm not running a ton of removal, honestly. That was one thing, is I decided to go more aggressive with this deck and play more around the synergy of just making my guys big, which I think would do well against almost any deck in a 3-color format, except for the ones you're running right now. So it's like, all right, let's
So the only reason I have this deck is that I don't have any. I'm not a brewer at all, so I have to rely on the meta on EtherHub and other people's deck lists, so I can build on. So how do you brew? Do you like to brew from the bottom up, or do you look at other decks and take inspiration?
So the way that I typically brew is I do it kind of one of two ways. Typically, is I will play either. So I'm trying to say it right. So the way that I do it is I will either grab a certain card that I want to build around, or I'll build around a certain color combination. And so it's like, okay, what's good within these colors? So like for me, I try to make sure my videos stay interesting and stay like relevant and new. And so I like to build. I finally found some white, but it's tapped.
Okay, does that mean that you have the vampire? Oh, now she's big, so we can block my stuff. So, which spell do you want to get countered and which do you want to get resolved?
I guess I play that.
Gain life, yeah, because that triggers her again. Is it only one time? No, it's every time. Shit. I think we'll have to pay this.
Yeah.
So you can play a 2-cost card, but I guess that's fine. Okay, so no +1/1 flyers. That's good. Then we gain some life.
So I actually have some counter spells in this deck, but it's all non-creature spells, and so like it's one of those like has been really hard to kind of actually do anything about that here.
Yeah, but I have a lot of counter spells though that you can counter. Yes, because originally there is some negates in this deck, but I was thinking like, what is he playing? Like, is he playing? Like if you're a creature heavy deck, that card will do nothing. So I didn't take the risk of running it. So
I built the deck that I have right now, just how I would build this deck pretty much any time. That's kind of the way I wanted to go with it, where it's like, if I was building this in a vacuum, this is probably exactly how I would build this.
Oh, but you have to consider the meta.
Yeah, it's true. And that's probably where I'm not as aggressive of a player as most people are.
Yeah, if this wasn't a friendly match, I would have done this completely different. Like I do it the way I played in a tournament a year ago called the Elder Dragon Race, where I'm completely dead. Where you had to build, you have to choose one of the dragon gods and build a deck in its colors, or you have to basically play a dragon and then you build a deck around the dragon.
Right.
And so there was a lot of streamers playing it, and I'm dead. That sucked.
All right, so we're 2-2 so far. So it's going to come down to this last one.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's see if I get a good hand again. That's what it all comes down to, I feel like. Because I do feel like if I have the right hand, it's going to be difficult for you to beat me quick enough.
Yeah.
But
it's the same with me. If I have a good hand, it's...
Yeah. That's true.
Okay. I can live with this, I guess.
Ooh, I'm not sure if I can. Like, literally, I'm not sure if I can live this hand.
Oh, you can't even... Can you keep it?
Let's see. It's like almost good enough. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be a little bit risky here.
Like, it's not that my hand is really good, it's just... It's okay. What, you have a turn 1 play too? Oh, shit. Better heal up. Yes, I was saying, everybody was brewing decks around the dragon. Like, I picked a dragon, and then I played a mono red deck, and I couldn't even cast the dragon.
Right.
And I won. But that's just the spike life, you know.
Yeah. Mono red. Oh man.
But I didn't do that now. Like I could have. Yeah. I really tried to be serious here and go with the team. So my splash for white is also a flash card. So let's see.
Oh, is it the? I'm trying to think of what flash cards are. I haven't.
Yeah, this one. This is also a very good limited card that you don't see in constructed. Should I deny you that? Yeah, probably. It is called. The card is called the Lawmage Binding. Lawmage's Binding.
Okay.
Do you remember which card that is?
Lawmage's Binding. Oh yes, it's white blue. That's great removal spell.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
great
it is a removal spell. Flash enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block, and its abilities can't be activated.
Yeah.
So it's a cool card to run in a deck like this.
Oh yeah, when that was first released, everyone's like, "Oh, that's going to take the place of like a bunch of like great removal that was already in the format." I think the reason that it didn't is, I'm not even totally sure why it didn't, but
I think the alternatives is just
go for this, have it get countered. While you're at 3 mana, I guess I'm getting other stuff out of the hand, but
it is annoying that you won't let me play other things though. I just have to counter your stuff.
That's actually been a little bit of my game plan here, is that once you get to like Frilled Mystic, you get the value of actually being able to close out the game as well as counter things. But for now, I'm hoping to just get as much power on the battlefield as possible.
Yeah, and I can tell you, really, that is what you're forcing me to counter. And when I don't have counters,
City Sabotage.
Nope.
Oh, I was like, what?
So now I have a huge problem.
Yes, you do.
Even if I can get that to be big, it's still gonna... shit. What am I gonna do here? That eagle... I need to kill that, so if you want to trade, that's fine.
I'm going to decide not to.
Yeah. it gives you so much value with the Storm Tamer.
I've done the math and I figured, better not. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Good play.
I just need to stop that.
That's fine. But what about this one?
Oh shit! Yeah,
do you have another syncopate?
You won't be able to take anything, so that's fine. See my hand though.
Let's see here.
It's too bad that my snapping sailback is really bad at you because creatures going on the ground, so it's actually quite useless. That was also something I considered.
I don't think I do.
This is kind of like a deja vu. So if I attack with a cutthroat,
that double sellback's got to feel bad, man. That is the issue, is getting up to 5 mana because you have so many tap lands in this format. Like for me, because I wanted all of the life gain lands, I am very heavy in these tap lands. I think I have 4 of every one of them. And so it's good because I get to gain a lot of life, and it does slow the game down just like how I'm wanting it to, but it also makes me have to play all these things a little bit slower. But I actually played up against Bant Flash in Constructed. Like I went and played, I didn't play ranked, but I just played normal play with this deck, and I actually beat the normal Bant Flash deck. And so I was like, you know what, this actually might have some value. It's not too shabby if it can beat that deck. So
that's cool. Well, I think this is a game. So I'll give you the honor. Oh well, yeah, I could have syncopated that, but I'm dead anyway, so I'm not gonna resist and give you the honor of smacking me down.
After that first game, I just have another land in hand. I was really scared after that first one, but yeah, I think, and this is what I was hoping for, is that Flyers would just be a little bit more powerful as long as I can get stuff out. And like, so I feel like my biggest threats were any kind of control that would counter stuff, or anything that would just wipe my board every once in a while, which luckily a lot of the board wipes aren't actually in the format, so are not in 3-color uncommons. Budget. Yeah,
that is the problem. I didn't take a look at, but I also was afraid of what to do against control. But this deck, it's good against control, but against your deck, it's very hard when you get to start, like the aggressive start, and get to go off. I can't really do anything then.
Well,
this was fun.
Yeah, this was a blast. We'll have to do this again sometime. But everyone, go check out Andre's channel for sure. I love the stuff that you have put out there. But I know that you're crazy busy with Aether Hub, so that's the big thing. The deck list will be down below. I always put them for Aether Hub because Aether Hub literally has like saved my life with this business. The reason I actually started with Aether Hub is I had a sponsor that needed me to put stuff in text lists. And so it was your guys' site was the only one that was an easy, good format for me to export from MTG Arena, get it onto the site, and then export to a text list. And so I do that like 4 or 5 times a week, that I have to do it for my job, you know? And so it's one of those that like, I've like I said, I'm kind of a fanboy of Aether Hub, and I've been really just happy of what you guys got there. So everyone, go support Aether Hub, switch it over to that as all of the stuff you use for your deck list, because I think it's just the best that I've seen so far. And not only that, but the improvements that you're making consistently for it have been just outstanding and awesome. So anyway, thank you so much, Andre, for jumping on here. We'll see you probably, hopefully, in the future here as well, possibly for a tournament that I'm doing with my channel here as well. And with that said, thank you guys so much for jumping on. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.